Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Crusader Kings 2 Jain Addiction. So, in our last episode, we took out this county right here, Chanderi, and even though he did manage a sneaky snake alliance up here with the Kingdom of Carcoda, or Carcata, I don't know really how to say it, along with pretty much everything else in the Indian subcontinent, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, he managed a sneaky alliance with him, but, well, I guess the joke's on you, bro, because they didn't come into the war. They did come into the war, but they didn't move, just like these guys decided that they were just going to sit tight, too. So, what I want to do here first, let's go ahead and... Right now, I am holding 3 Duke level titles. I have 3 Rajas. I have the Raj of Anarda, which is that. I have the Raj of Saurashtra, which is that one. And I also have the Raj of Gurjara Mandala. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I want to destroy this title, and here's why. Number one, if you hold more than 2 Duke level titles, you're going to incur a penalty from your count level vassals. You have too many, basically too many Duke level titles. It's a small penalty, but you know, you don't, if you can avoid it, you don't really want to have it. But we're going to hold off, because if we destroy this, we'll lose our de jure claim on Mohadavasaka, right? And we were thinking that we wanted to go to war with this guy and go ahead and take it. How many? We have 2,200. You can field 1,800, which is pretty tight. We do have enough to where we could definitely bring in some mercenaries. I'd prefer to not bring in mercenaries if at all possible. You're still pretty far off on karma. You need 240 more karma before you can do a holy order on us. We did switch our chancellor up here to try to maybe go to war with Tamara. If we sit around and wait, can you make more alliances? Maybe. How old is she? 15? Yeah, she's probably going to marry her to somebody. 15. He has 2 15-year-old daughters that he's going to marry to somebody, I'm sure. You're unmarried as well. You're married to that guy. And you're married to that guy. Okay. Yeah, the Prince of Andorra. That's where he gets that really, the bigger... the larger... ally from. I think let's just hold off. Let's go up to speed 4. Let's hold off. That'll give us a chance to burn off some of this vassal levies raised too long, and also get some more levies from our domain. If we were at full strength, we would be able to muster about 3,700. Every time my son Sahajapala meets a stranger, he looks like he might faint. The lad's just a bit shy. Well, that's a shame. I don't want him to be shy. Why? Why? Your daily routine involves repeatedly swinging your blade at a training dummy. However, you can only learn so much from fighting an inanimate enemy, and the practice gets dreadfully dull after a while. So we can train with this guy who, you know, has Hari Raja. What? It's not even the same guy. Yeah, sure. We'll train with you. We're gaining a lot of money now. 15 gold a month, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to try to hold all of these counties in our, like, for ourselves, if at all possible. Okay, wow, a tithe. Ooh, good timing. Okay, so let's take a look. Whenever our ruler dies, what are we going to lose? We're going to lose this Raj, which we're going to be breaking up, so that's not a big deal. We're going to lose this Raj, which I really want to keep. Kana of Sarasvata Mandala, yeah, Kateka, sure, Bumilka, Somnath Valbi, Vadisa, Chanderi. So we will keep, basically we'll keep this. So that's where we're going to want to invest our money, is in here. At least at the start. So what do we want to do here? Probably militia training ground. And then here at Kovarka, we will do Castletown. Castletown? We're already making a lot of money. This would definitely help us with troops. And we really, really would like to get a hold of this, if at all possible. Ooh, well, we have a possible plot here to revoke it. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So let's get that in motion. We want that because, well, you know, it's part of our duchy that we actually get to keep. You know, once our guy dies, and we're going to need as much strength as we can after he dies to squash everything that gets split up. So we need, what do we need for this? 1 plot backer? Done. And while that is percolating, we'll just raise all of our levies and mass them up here. Throughout the day, you've caught yourself grinding your teeth and being unable to focus on anything for long. Suddenly, you realize why you've been in a bad mood all day. You just can't seem to abide having lazy people in your presence anymore. So apparently, Rahop is slothful. So if we do this, basically, he might become stressed, he might lose slothful, and he might also lose some respect for us. If we do this, we get a chance of being stressed. Well, I don't want to be stressed. You can be stressed. Okay, so he's backing that plot. What we're going to do is we're going to get our troops over here in Sonda, and then we'll fire the plot. Yeah, I don't think I want to be leading troops just yet. Or ever. Move him over there. Okay, yep, so he did indeed take Sonda. That means this guy, all he has left is Dabul. Of course, you wouldn't take vassalization because to you, we're a false religion. Even though apparently the religions on the Indian subcontinent are engineered so that they get along. I've ranted about this, I think, already in this series. Or maybe that was on Twitch. I don't remember. Like I said, I've been streaming a little bit on Twitch lately. Crusader Kings 2, which isn't exactly the best of Twitch games, but, you know, I have fun with it, and that's all that really matters. Okay, so let's fire this event. Boom. You know, he liked me, but the thing is, I need that. Okay, we had a son, which is actually okay because it's going to dilute down the power of the other sons. Yep, let's go to war. I'm completely fine with that. We're already en route. We were prepared for this eventuality. So we basically kick him to the curb. Guess he was one of our commanders. Yeah, we'll make you a commander. 10 is fine. 10 is fine. So we will take this very quickly, and then we'll have 11 in our domain. And we can actually start developing out that county. The unfortunate part is that it's only connected to Sonda, which sucks. I wish it was connected over here too. Okay, start of the Viking Age. The centralization of power in Scandinavia, along with the rapid population expansion, has begun to drive its denizens to look beyond the home shores in earnest. New developments in shipbuilding, adventurous spirit, and a fearless belief in the gods are now taking more seafarers across the seas towards distant lands. They arrive as traders, raiders, and conquerors, and they call themselves Vikings. And indeed, it really doesn't concern us. I do love me some Viking raiding, though. It's a lot of fun. It's what I've been playing around with on Twitch lately, is as a Viking. King of Norway. Currently. About to subjugate Sweden in that play. My son, Sajapal, is a charitable little rascal. He gave his newest toy to the smith's son. Perfect. Sorry, this belongs to me. Where did you go? Where are you at? Rajrapa. All the way over there. Interesting. Okay, well, that belongs to us now. What's the religion there? Is it Jain? It is Jain. Very good. Okay, let's stand down the troops. 3,900 now. Whew. Man, we're balling out of control, guys. This is where normally the AI senses that you're starting to really start to roll, and they usually conjure forth some voodoo to screw you over. Raj Kumar Yogaraja of Chada Kingdom is now of legal age. He became an indulgent wastrel. So this is not my heir, but he didn't even get Midas touched. He got indulgent wastrel, which is terrible. But he's content, which is good. And we betrothed him to her. She's a concubine. And how's that going to affect? Yeah, we can't even do it now. What kind of shit is that? Seriously, what kind of shit is that? She was betrothed to me, to my character, not my character, but my son, and she got made a concubine. Maybe it was through war, I guess. I guess we can dismiss that. But see, the thing is I'm gonna have to break that betrothal now if I want to marry him, right? And yeah, that might have been through war, I guess. But if I want to marry this guy, I have to break the betrothal, which is going to cause him to be pissed off at us. If anything, you should have had to break the betrothal, sucker. It should have broken it automatically when she became a concubine, is what should have happened. Alright, so we're still studying technology. That's all well and good. Okay, we're fabricating a claim. How many troops do you have? 1.89. Yep, he's got another ally now. But doesn't look like it's anybody of significance. Yeah, you married... Okay, nobody really important. You're not married yet. I mean, we could marry her. Could marry her to that son. I'd rather just take it to him. Looks like our vassal levy malice has gone away. Holy crap, man! 4,200. That's insane. I keep on forgetting to have the Diwali feasts. I gotta stop that. All right, what can we build here in Kutch? Alright, well, we'll go militia training ground. I'm not going to lose that, am I? No. Okay, because we're going to hold this Raja. Or Raj. I almost swallowed my tongue when a friendly courtier paid his respects to me. He thought I was displeased with him and he left perplexed. I think I lost his respect, okay? Stubborn Baron of Darnapur is really getting on my nerves. My wife, Raja Madi, sensed my irritation and offered to give me advice on the matter. Her diplomatic skill has saved me many times before, so we can say, I hope she can save me now. We get minus local revolt risk, but an 80% chance of getting content, which is terrible. We gain prestige, but she dislikes us a little bit. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to take content. Content's just, ugh, it's like a poison pill. Oh, that money is so good. So good. So good. What's our current ambition? Paragon of Enlightenment. Nice. So I guess that's at 500 purity. Ooh. Invited people in my court to take part in a war game, in which we practice defending our land from invading armies. We'll use wooden models to represent invading armies, and I shall have to use clever tactics to defeat them. This will be fun. This is a chance for us to gain some martial. So we assign tasks for the war game. We decide that Lakshmana will defend with me, while Mahindra will be leading the invading forces. Ooh, my martial good. Wait, oh, that's the guy I'm fighting against. Oh no! Let the best warlords win. Beginning of the war game, your enemy decides to do a strong frontal assault towards your center flank. Let's slowly withdraw the forces. I think it's random. I don't think it matters. Mahindra decides to hold his line. When our troops withdraw from the center flank, Lakshmana suggests that we charge the center while the enemy hesitates. So if we prepare a counterattack in the center flank, nothing happens here. If we do either of these, he gets pissed off because we didn't take his advice. We can use our center troops as reserve for our now pressured side flanks, or we can prepare a large push on our left flank with support from the center. We'll just take his advice. Normally I do that. As we launch our attack, we manage to break the opponent's center, giving us the opportunity to subdue their split forces with ease. We stand uncontested as victor of the war. Good game. So we get 75 prestige, and we get student of strategy, which gives us personal motion. Excellent. Excellent. So that should push our troop count even higher. How close are we to getting a retinue at this point? 320. Not that close. Once we, once we subjugate this, it's gonna be on for retinues. We might even be able to get 2, especially once we get military organization rank 2. Diwali feast, Diwali feast. Don't forget. Yes, do it. So this is kind of like a feast that you can do as a Christian ruler. Instead of getting prestige, though, you get purity, karma, or whatever. You get 30 each time you do it. To properly celebrate the seasonal feast, you should invite all your vassals. You have your scribe write the letters and send them off, the messenger's satchels decorated with flowers. It will be a grand feast. In the Indian autumn feast, tradition dictates that you offer a gift to your spouse. You should plan for this and buy something before the feast begins. So we can get her a jeweled necklace, which costs 42 gold, and I think it comes along with a random chance of her like falling in love. Small pure perfume, so that would give, just like a small bonus to her opinion. And if we do this, she'll be a little pissed off. What is she right now? She likes us pretty well. Let's do the small perfume box. We don't spend too much. Raj Kumari Padmini of Chada Kingdom is legal age. She's a Grey Eminence now. Great. She has a lot of shitty traits, of course, because her tutor was Shitty Trait City. Shitty City. But we do have another Grey Eminence now, which is good. Castles decorated with flowers and colorful tapestries, carpets and ribbons. All the guests have arrived, and there's a bustle of people, all eager and full of festive spirit. It's time for the feast to begin. Welcome all. At the feast, it's time for the traditional ceremony of gifts. My wife is pleased with her gift, so she's just pleased. The darkest night of the Diwali is here, the most important night of the feast. Candles and lamps are lit everywhere, and the guests stroll across the painted and decorated floor, wearing colorful dress. Rich and sweet food is served. The attainment or nirvana of Lord Mahavira, the last Tirthankar, is celebrated with a victory of good over evil and knowledge over ignorance. Let us celebrate. So that takes us up to almost 400 purity. We should be able to do our subjugation war 2 to 3 years. Feast is over, but it was a fantastic feast. As the guests make their way home, you sit down and smile to yourself, pleased at how things turned out. Yeah, we're gaining, 3 per month. So that means each year we're gaining about 36 purity. And then, so that would be, in 3 years, that would be, around 90 to 100. We can do a Diwali feast in 2 more years. So yeah, we'll be subjugating probably in 2.5 years. Okay, so our heir is now of legal age. He did become a Midas Touch. Let's look at his stats. Drum roll, please. Oh, he's actually very good. He's really good, actually. The only negative thing that he has is shy. That's it. Everything else is top notch. So, I'm thinking we're probably going to want to go ahead and marry him. Let's get him married now so that he can start trying to make some genius babies. So, let's take a look and see if there are any alliances out there, huh? What do we have here? Okay, that would give us an alliance with Rashtrakuta. Claims to Punjab. Half-sister of Karkata. She's actually already a Thakur. She's the Thakurani of Panagalu, which is where? Where is this at? Let's pause the game and look at this. Where is this? Oh, God. Way the fuck down there. Normally, I don't marry for alliances. Maybe it's a failing of mine. I just don't do it. Claim on Punjab. Lots of people with claims on Punjab. Okay. So our options here, it looks like, are to the daughter of Raja Shivaraja. Is there anybody in here that has a good trait? Genius? Okay, there is. She's a genius. Look at the diplomacy. Holy shit. Daughter of Thakur of Pinagonda. It's over here. Maybe it's down here, actually. Bonham? House of Bonham. Yeah, it's down here. Okay, so you're in the Pallava Kingdom. Okay. It's pretty strong, and that would give us kind of a weak alliance, though. Because since she's the daughter of a Thakur, we can't call him into any wars because he's a vassal. What about... She's definitely an option, though. Okay, they're too young. We could betroth them. Actually, let's take a look at them. Daughter of a Dhamapatni and just a courtier. And then what about strong? Okay. Sister of the Sheik of Uch. She's a Bedouin. I like strong a lot, but she's not going to offer a lot in terms of abilities. She has claims on Uch. Where is this? Oh, God, that's... Well, actually, it's not really that bad. I thought it was further away. Just right here. Interesting. A sheik, huh? It's just like a count. I think our best option there, if we're going to marry for some sort of an alliance, is to go with the genius. And her scores are good. That 30 diplomacy is ridiculous. She is a Hindu, though. We can get a culture convert, and her traits are really good too. I mean, she has all positive traits. Yeah, let's go ahead and marry her. We're gonna lose 100 prestige, but it's fine. She's really good. Marry her. And I wonder if we can get her to convert religions. Yeah. She likes us a lot because we fulfilled her marriage wish. Yes, excellent. So boom, she's a Jain. She's gonna like us a little bit less, but it'll actually make her like her husband a little bit more. I'm fine with being the bad guy. Actually, she likes us more now. It's funny. It outweighed it. Okay, so I think that worked out to my liking. I kind of want to declare war on this guy. I really do. Oh, he's got another ally now. Anybody of note. Just a bunch of Thakurs and Rajas. Ooh, you're at war. Oh, okay. Attacking, so you're an attacker. Prince Krishna's claim on Karnataka. See. See. Look here. Okay, so this guy could be called into war. He's probably already in a war. Probably already in that war. Raja of Somavamsi. Is he in there? He is. What about the rest? A vassal, a vassal. He's not in the war. I see. Interesting. I wonder why he's not in the war. He's not in the war either. He has the thing about him, he has a lot of like nickel and dime type annoying troops, or annoying allies. Like, by themselves, they're not really a worry. He by himself is not really a worry, but if you add all of them in together, that's when it becomes a worry. Plus, he has such a big damn kingdom here that accruing war score on him is going to be a grind. Because, you know, when you siege down a holding, you're not going to get a lot of war score for it. So what we would want to do is we'd want to take this immediately to get the ticking war score going. And then I probably just try to like snipe units, I suppose, if we went to war with them. I don't know. I'm gonna ponder on it. We still have a ton of levy cap that we haven't taken up yet. I mean, if we were at max, I would just declare the war and just say to hell with it, because we would have 5,000 troops, you know, which is more than enough, but we're not at max, so. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as I've enjoyed making it, and I'll see you next time. Game on.